Attention passionate Cleveland Browns fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another championship run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before we dive in, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and fellow Cleveland Browns fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, it's impossible to ignore the buzz surrounding the Cleveland Browns as the 2025 NFL season approaches. This offseason has been one of the most intriguing in recent memory, filled with surprises, strategic moves, and some heartbreaking news for fans who are eager to see the team rise back to prominence. And I promise, there's a lot to unpack here, so stay tuned, because what I am about to tell you could very well alter the landscape of the AFC North for years to come. Let us start with a story that grabbed headlines recently, a story that would make any Browns fan's heart race. It's about Shedeur Sanders, yes, the young quarterback who made waves in college football and was seen as a promising future star. The Browns, during the 2025 NFL Draft, decided to add him to their roster, selecting him in the 5th round. Now, for those of you who know your NFL draft history, 5th-round picks are often seen as developmental projects, players with potential but needing time to mature. But what's really interesting here is the context surrounding this pick. Cleveland's front office clearly saw something special in Sanders' an athletic toolset, a quarterback with a great arm, and a high football IQ that, with the right coaching, could develop into something more. But hold on, before we get carried away, let us clarify that this was part of a broader strategy. The Browns, in this draft, also picked up Dillon Gabriel 2 rounds earlier, a move that signaled their intent to bolster their quarterback room with a mix of youth and experience. Gabriel, coming from Oklahoma, has shown flashes of brilliance and could be the future of Cleveland's offense. Still, the reality is that the Browns are in a bit of a quarterback limbo, trying to find that perfect blend that can lead them back to the playoffs and beyond. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Just a few months after the draft, Cleveland made a tough but not surprising announcement, one that left many fans emotionally invested. According to the official Browns website and multiple reports, the team has officially named Joe Flacco as their starting quarterback for Week 1 of the 2025 season. Yes, Joe Flacco, the veteran who has been around the league for nearly 2 decades, with a Super Bowl ring and countless memorable moments. Flacco, at 39 years old, might not be the flashiest name anymore, but let us be honest. His leadership, experience, and proven ability to perform under pressure make him a perfect fit for a team in transition. So what does this mean for Cleveland? Well, it's a clear message: this team is prioritizing stability and leadership at the quarterback position. Flacco has been through the grind, he knows what it takes to succeed, and his presence in the locker room is invaluable, especially for a team that is still trying to find its identity after some ups and downs in recent years. Remember, Flacco's stint with the Browns in 2023 was pretty solid, starting 5 games in Week 13 onward, leading the team to a 4-1 record during that stretch. That's no small feat, especially considering how much pressure there was on him to perform. And let us not forget the context of the AFC North, arguably one of the most competitive divisions in football. The Bengals, Ravens, and Steelers are all loaded with talent, and every game counts. Cleveland's decision to roll with Flacco for now indicates that, at least for the start of this season, they're looking for a quarterback they can trust to command the offense, manage the game, and provide veteran leadership. It's a move that might surprise some, especially considering the hype around young guns like Sanders and Gabriel. But it's also a strategic choice rooted in experience. Now, let us talk about Flacco's performance in training camp and the preseason. Over the past few weeks, Flacco has been nothing short of impressive. He approached training camp with the same focus and dedication he has always had, working diligently every day, sharpening his skills and showing leadership in the quarterback room. He took reps with the first-team starters and veterans alike and was able to demonstrate that he has still got it. When you watch him on the field during drills, whether it's 7-on-7 or full-team 11-on-11 sessions, it's clear that he is operating at a high level. His throws are precise, his decision-making sharp, and his presence commands respect. It's worth noting that Flacco didn't see action in the first 2 preseason games, which is pretty typical for a veteran trying to get ready for the regular season. However, as the team approached the final week of preseason, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski made it clear that he was leaning toward naming a starter to give the team a clear signal going into Week 1. And of course, That's exactly what happened. Flacco was announced as the starter, and it's a move that's been met with a mix of praise and curiosity. What's particularly interesting about Flacco's role this season is his history with the Browns. Back in 2023, he started 5 consecutive games in the latter part of the season, helping Cleveland secure a playoff spot for the first time since 2020. That run included a memorable Thursday night football victory over the Jets, a game that officially clinched their playoff berth. That stretch of games proved that Flacco, even at this stage of his career, still has the ability to lead a team when it matters most. His veteran leadership was a calming presence during a crucial time for the franchise, and that's exactly what the Browns need as they look to rebuild and contend. Now, let us circle back to the offseason moves. Cleveland was busy revamping their roster, bringing in new talent on both sides of the ball, but the quarterback room was a particular focus. Signing Flacco in April 2025 was a calculated move, bringing in someone who has seen it all, who can mentor the younger quarterbacks, and who can step in if needed. The Browns' coaching staff, led by Stefanski, has always valued veteran experience, and Flacco fits that mold perfectly. His ability to make all the throws from the pocket, his calm demeanor under pressure, and his football IQ make him an invaluable asset. Stefanski himself has been vocal about Flacco's contributions. On August 13th, he praised Flacco's consistency and leadership, highlighting how he has approached every day with professionalism. Joe's the same guy that he was then, Stefanski said, referencing Flacco's past success and his impact on the team. He has the same guy every single day. That's one of the things you really admire about him. He has done a really nice job in camp, and he has been a great leader to the quarterback room, the offense, and the team as a whole. That kind of leadership is exactly what Cleveland needs to foster a winning culture, especially in a division as fierce as the AFC North. But what about the future? Well, that's the big question, isn't it? The Browns have invested heavily in their roster, and the quarterback position remains a key piece of that puzzle. Sanders and Gabriel are still young, talented, and full of potential. The plan might be to develop them gradually, learn from Flacco's experience, and see who emerges as the franchise quarterback long-term. But for now, the focus is on winning games, and Flacco gives Cleveland the best chance to do that at the moment. The AFC North isn't going to wait for these young quarterbacks to develop. They want to win now, and Cleveland seems to be playing it smart by starting Flacco, whose leadership and experience could be the difference maker in tight division battles. The Browns' defense is solid, their running game is evolving, and now with Flacco leading the offense, they're a team that can be competitive right from week 1. If he stays healthy and performs at the level he has shown in camp, there's no reason to believe Cleveland can surprise some folks this season. And let us talk about some of the key players around Flacco. Nick Chubb is back after a torn ACL in 2024, and he is looking strong in camp. His return gives the Browns one of the best running backs in the league, a true game changer on offense. On the wide receiver side, Amari Cooper remains a reliable target, and the addition of some young talent at the position adds depth and explosiveness. The offensive line has also been bolstered, aiming to keep Flacco upright and give him the time he needs to make those crucial throws. Defensively, Cleveland has built a formidable unit, with stars like Myles Garrett leading the charge. The pass rush is one of the best in the league, and their secondary has improved with some key additions. It has a defense that can keep games close, giving the offense opportunities to execute and capitalize on turnovers. Now, I know many of you are wondering, how far can this team go? Well, it's early days, but the signs are promising. The AFC North is brutal, with the Bengals, Ravens, and Steelers all vying for supremacy. The division has become a battleground of talent, grit, and strategic coaching. Cleveland's move to start Flacco signals a pragmatic approach: win the games you're supposed to, stay competitive, and see how far veteran leadership can take you. If Flacco can replicate his 2023 form and the young talent continues to develop, there's no reason why the Browns can be dark horse contenders this season. Of course, injuries, turnovers, and the unpredictable nature of football always factor in. But Cleveland's front office and coaching staff seem confident in their plan. They've built a team with a strong core, a balanced roster, and now with Flacco leading the offense, a clear direction. The fans, of course, are buzzing, dreaming of a return to the playoffs, a shot at another deep run, and the hope that this team is finally taking the steps toward consistent success. So as we look ahead to week 1 and beyond, keep an eye on Cleveland. This season could be one of the most exciting in recent memory, full of surprises, resilience, and that classic Browns fighting spirit. The quarterback position was a question mark, but now it has settled, at least for the start of the year. And if Flacco can keep performing well, he might just be the veteran leader Cleveland needs to push through the tough times and bring the team back to the promised land. Remember, this isn't just about one season, it's about laying the foundation for the future. The Browns are assembling a squad that's hungry, talented, and ready to prove the doubters wrong. With a solid defense, a dynamic running game, and now a seasoned quarterback leading the charge, Cleveland has all the ingredients to make some noise in 2025. So, stay tuned, Browns fans, because this season promises to be a roller coaster of emotions, victories, and maybe, just maybe, another trip to the playoffs. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What is your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Browns. Do you believe Flacco can lead this team to success? Are you excited about the potential of Sanders and Gabriel? Or do you think the team should have gone a different route? Whatever your thoughts are, we love hearing from you. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates. So stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. Let us keep this passionate community growing and keep supporting our team through thick and thin. Go Browns!